Right. So, we've just dealt with Miss Montavani. Conclusion, resolution, all the rest. We got a tick from her. So, missing ticks, Cathal, Quarantine, Fia, Miss Barbosa. The Blakes, I'm fairly sure we can't do anything at the moment with them. Rory and Simon? I think it was Simon Coventry, wasn't it? You and you, I'm fairly sure, are connected. We need to find letters for you. That means we might be able to do the hypothesis, and that means we might be able to do that. You guys, there's a curse. I don't know how we're sorting that. You... It's your whole deal with angels, isn't it? Investigate room. Cathal's lockbox. Which we must have gone into, yes, to get that, and his jars, near-death experience. His time at the hotel. What are we missing for you? 13 of 18, so there's 5 more pieces on him. Is it conversation based? I think we've done most of his yeah, I'm fairly sure we've done most of his dialogue. So we've got to find something else to trigger it. So I don't know about you. You profile a book. So looking for a book on regional history. I should find it to bring it to them. Land records we've done. Investigate research station. Find the body of water. And scrap of paper in Miss Quinn's research station in the library. Should investigate the location referred to. Is it the well? Is it profile? Pocket and pen. Scars on the face. Yeah, I feel like we've got all of that. So it's the body of water. There is the well out front. Not the well, the fountain out front. Is there a symbol on it? We missed. Is the well out in the hedge maze? There's a fountain here. Just general sources of water, the kind of sinks and basins and things like that. So it's part of a symbol of, like, I mean, there are all these buckets as well, but they're classed as a source of water. It's got to be the well. That's classed as a source, isn't it? Also, this is where we saw the washerwoman, so it makes sense for the cursed woman to be possibly who's being watched over by a hag. Oh, you look to the statue, nothing over here. Unless there's something in the grounds of the Blake Manor. There's another fenced off bit, isn't there? When we go out into the back garden, there was the hedge maze up ahead. There's the church to the left. To the right is like private residence gardens, which in theory could have like a well or something in it, right? Fresh water, good. Yeah, it's nothing to do with that. Yeah. Just walking around with detective vision on. Hoping to find something we've completely skimmed past before. Yeah. Where else could there be letters stashed? I don't have a fucking clue, to be honest. Book of poetry. No, it doesn't help. To the library again. That is just... that's the tilted paintings and things like that of just Evelyn Dean stumbling out. We didn't need those clues. We followed the tracks once we got into the maze and such, didn't we? So yeah, that gate over there, which has been locked up this entire time, but I think we might exit out of the Blake residence this way. Private, abandoned residence. It's firmly locked. That also cost me a minute. Yeah. It's not a source of water. In here. There's the obelisk. In on the back of it or anything? No, no. No, I don't think that's classed as our source of water. Can't do anything other than stare at this standing stone. Yeah, there's nothing blowy around here. We've already done those petals and seen the visions of the big scary shadow monster. We've been through this maze so many times. I don't think we're going to find anything new or different. And there certainly won't be any mail out here. Where is correspondence going to be hidden? I mean, source of water. I guess maybe the font in the chapel? I really am reaching now, I know. It's not going to be our to do with our letters, but maybe we can do something with Miss Quinn, at the very least. Like weird on this? No symbols, no. No. I don't think there's anything in this church that really stands out as like this might be a thing. Like this is just time wasters that we're not going to get anything from. Yeah. All the mausoleums are locked up tight. Tried all the doors. They're all locked. You don't want the dead escaping, do you? I think untoward tucked around one side or anything. Likewise with you. No, nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. That's Mary's kind of shrine. I think. No glowy bits. If it don't glow, we can't prod it, can we? We're not interested unless we can give it a poke. Nope. Things are falling down, trapping me mouse cable. Okay. Nothing around. Can interact with the statues. We know we come out of the catacombs back there, but we can't get back in. We have dealt with everything with Miss Erickson, haven't we? Miss Erickson has been struck off our list. And where the hell? Yes, she got a tick. Wait a minute, have I never tried this door before? This leads perhaps to Blake private residence. Hinges are rusted over. It hasn't seen use in some times. I knew there was a something like that. Okay, so yeah, maybe I had prodded it in the past. What the hell are we doing? Rinse everybody's bedroom. That's the only thing. Like, I think I've spoken to everyone more or less about everything. Yeah, let's just go to the bedrooms. Poke through them all. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. This is the priest's room, and I think he's currently in the library, was it? Something like that. Okay. Anything we've missed before? Yeah. It's another minute we wasted. It wasn't relevant. It's the gun case. Clothes, don't want that. I'm trying to conserve what minutes we have. We've got an hour and a half. Partial maps. Yeah, because we've dealt with everything. I don't think he has big links with Rory or Feared. Master correspondence from various people. One mentions Mr. Doyle and placement to investigate. Yeah. This is all just relevant to him. Nothing for the missing correspondence we're after. So it wouldn't be in his room anyway. What's his schedule? That was an abandoned room. Yeah. Any inspiration, folks, whilst we've been gone? Like, where these missing correspondence could be? Because I'm still clueless. Hiding them in the toilets. Miss Hisham's room. I think she's in the library. Well, we don't really need to worry about her schedule now. Notes. Some dresses. Letters already looked at. Newspaper, not relevant. A journal, which apparently we never looked at. I'm sure we did. Okay, yeah, she's had the dreams as well. Copy of the Quran. Nothing's going to be stashed in there. Nothing hidden in the little footstool. Just a book, which we have looked at because there's no minute next to it. No rugs that can be pulled up. In these rooms so many times. I'm getting lost in like, what have we done? What haven't we done? See, a lot of things with Miss Hisham, we didn't even actually have to root through her room much. So I don't know how much is relevant. That's just regular stationery, yeah. Which we've looked at. Drawings. Newspaper. Newspaper's not going to be relevant. Yeah, we've been through this room so many times. It's going to be things we haven't touched, like the rugs and the paintings and such. Did we go through all his clothes? Has he got like letters stuffed between his underpants? To the wardrobe. Wait, he doesn't have a wardrobe. He's just got chest of drawers, which we have been through. Yeah, we've been through his room so many times. We looked under the rug. There weren't any bones. Gone through all those cupboards. Nothing hidden behind any paintings. Prodded everything in here. What are we missing? What the hell are we missing? She's hiding stuff between her clothes? No, we've looked at all the clothes as well. Yeah, I think we've literally looked at everything in here now. Nothing has a minute on it. Right, letters. None of the paintings have got anything hidden behind them. I will say I'm kind of like we're at feels like an impasse. Is it because it's not letting certain things happen until a time now? What's left on the timetable? Bar closes, silent dinner, then the seance. Like I said, silent dinner time is taken up. We have to do investigating around the manor, the kind of the private residence at that time. The seance is obviously the seance. So really we just have this hour and a half to do finishing off stuff. What's your thing? Talk to Master Blake. Well, we're going to do that at 8. Profile the marquee, which we've done. Attend the silent dinner, investigate the Blake residence. Yeah, so we've done all of those. But the dinner in the residence... Nothing's sprung off any of this. Body of water. I think this is the only thing we can maybe do at the moment. Body of water. Body of water. What the hell could that be? Ritual requires body of water. Can use a bathtub in the ladies on the first. Bathtub. Okay. We can maybe prod at that then. The bathtub in the ladies. Ladies' water closet? Because the ground floor has the, that specifically did say... Give me a second. Find it again. Q, investigate, piece of paper, examine. Requires body water. I can use the bathtub in the ladies on the fur. Okay, so the... It's gonna be the ladies' closets, or is this first floor it was saying? There's gotta be... Because I don't think there's a bathtub in any of the rooms. Unless some kind of typo, maybe. It was There were some other toilets, weren't there? There was a ladies and gents, not just the changing rooms. But where was that? That's downstairs near the bar and such, wasn't it? Have we seen a bath anywhere? Which closet? Have we seen a... Not sure if we have. Staff only. Water closet. Library. The only kind of bath would possibly be the bathhouse. Again, we haven't been able to get into there. Maybe once we search the residence, there will be another key that maybe get us in there. This was the gents one, wasn't it? Ladies. Yeah, no bathtub. We've seen a bathtub. I don't think we have. Not sure we can resolve anything with any one, which is annoying. I'm just going back and forth and doing the same things. Like, define madness, right? Insanity. It's just going back doing the same thing over and over again. That note one more time. Ritual requires body water. I can use the bathtub in the ladies on the... What's the message is missing? One would presume first floor. Anything else fur could be. Bathtub and ladies on the... Nope. Are we just stuck because it's kind of gated behind a time wall more than anything else? Touch Master Blake. Okay, so we definitely can't do anything with you. Master Blake's taken care of. You're taken care of, because this is all after 8. Miss Barbosa. Learn the name of Miss Barbosa's father. the lead on this. Sandra lists only surviving relative as Ines. Local history, land records turned off for centuries. Spine is broken. Made that connection. Must learn the name of Miss Barbosa's father. How am I going to go about that? I am not sure. Where is Miss Barbosa right now? You guys are in there. You are outside, was it? Oh, you're in your room. Go down there in the kitchens. All I can think is we just run out the clock, asking somebody a bunch of questions again, but we've done most people's dialogues now. As I said, because we're so short on time, I don't want to do that. It might give us a clue, but I'm fairly sure it's just going to run out the clock and then we're not going to have time enough to do everything we need to. Hell of the other correspondence. Direct communication with Miss Dean regarding mentorship. I should search the manor for any further correspondence that might have been hidden away. Who could potentially have hidden some letters? And where would they have done it? I mean, Erickson definitely had beef with her. We have searched her room, but it was the first one, so I guess that was the one I did was the most lax in searching? In theory? Either that kid has snuck in there when he's not supposed to, and he's hiding them in the residence. I think everything's tied now to, like, searching the residence. Priest is looking over in this direction. He's going to know I'm going in the room. All right. Burned paper. Look to that book. Bins, nothing in the bin. That's where she was going to drug, wasn't it? Fancy dress. Got your schedule. Contact telling her she was magically void. That was that. Yeah. Attendees, Evelyn Dean. stationary. Yep. Went through your safe. Looked in your crystal ball. Tarot cards are irrelevant. Any of the paintings? No. Who else might have stolen away? Important documents. I honestly can't think of anything. All I can think now is we try for a save scum. We push... Even pushing things on an hour to, well, to 7 o'clock, I don't think is going to help us. It's just move people around. And... not going to get any different dialogue stuff. I am genuinely stuck. All I can think is we push it 2 hours. Skip to the 7 o'clock. There's nothing else we can do. Skip to the dinner. And then... basically, all these people are screwed. Well, like we said, that, and that can't do anything with. It's Rory and Fia. I'm fairly sure we could do it now, but we just need to sort his stuff out so we can sort her stuff out. These two, if it's the bathhouse for her body of water, then we're going to need a key. And for you, it was something to do with angels. So he's just going to have a near-death experience again, as far as I can tell. What am I missing? Go on then, Father. I guess we're just winding down the clock. Anything? Reflections, angels. I guess we do angels. Maybe it gives us something for Cathal? Emanations of the one true God, aeons are perhaps the only true conduit between this realm and the next. Sorry, angels are. The burial record, maybe that helps with Miss Barbosa. What do you make of this? What else do you expect me to say other than somebody has recently died? My condolences, etc. to Miss Barbosa. We can force him to reflect. We could just ask about other people. Ask him about him. Tell me about yourself, Father. Are you the local priest? I am not. If I were, things would be different here. My parish is in Belmont. Did you walk here? I did. If I were a good enough way for the Lord to get around, it would do me too. Task at hand requires dedication, persistence, and sacrifice. Yeah. Maybe talk to Fear about Fear. Maybe talk to... Actually, did we talk to Rory about Rory? Maybe this is the way we go. Maybe, okay.
I'll take my go with God.
Most people were in the bar, weren't they? To the bar. And short of that, no. I really don't know. Talk to Rory about Rory.
Mr. Ward.
Tell me about yourself. We can find him. There you go. Really? Well, I'm local to the area and I mostly practice here, but I trained in Dublin. I still find reason to travel there now and then. As for my less scientific interests, there has long been a tradition of folk magic in Ireland. So these days I practice my own brand of magic and medicine, as some think of a dual craft, situation depending, of course. Not everyone takes kindly to magic. But then again, not everyone takes kindly to medicine. Yeah, that didn't really help. Let's get a medical opinion on, I guess, the kid. Were you aware of Marquis's son? He didn't, of course, when I left for my studies. I first heard of the boy after the accident. They needed a doctor to help him with his lingering damages. He was in a carriage, the one that killed his mother, you see. Came out alive, but at some cost, I gather. Anyway, I received a letter asking me to consider returning home for the task, but nothing came of it. I assume they went with somebody resident to the region. Probably a blessing in hindsight. I don't need to travel between here and Dublin any more than I already do. Okay, not helpful. Talk about our host? Useful. We talked about to Vincent about Rory. Maybe he's seen some post as the manager. Marquess. Man I see now, though, bears no resemblance to the vibrant man I recall from my youth.
I have to be on my way.
All right,
Mr. Ward.
I'm going to take a punt on that. Though, you know what, whilst we're on this track, maybe we talk to you about you.
You again?
Tell me about yourself. Cathal O'Meara. You're a dub, like myself. True enough, I'm from Ballsbridge. Bit less like myself then. What's a well-to-do kid from the south side doing here? Well, I have an interest in this kind of affair, and as you say, the money to attend them. Not that I'm old money, Mr. Ward, or of some ancient grand heritage. I just so happens my grandfather was a very wealthy man, and my father after him. Now here I am, generally disappointing them both, I suppose. Would it be useful to get any information about anybody else from you? Really?
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep...
Alright. I'm going to ask the manager about everybody, basically. Somebody's going to know something. It's got to be the manager, right? He was in the ballroom. Before we ask a ton of questions, you know what? I'm going to throw a cautionary save in, just in case we do need to backtrack a little bit. Time-wise. Alright.
May I be of...
I think regular stuff, reflections, finances, contracts... Yeah, I don't think any of those are going to be particularly handy. But I guess we should. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? Marchioness Blake was a kind woman and dedicated mother. Her death came as a deep, tragic shock to all of us at the manor. Marquess and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt that is the reason for this seance is taking place now. No, I do need to know. Have you done any post for Rory here? You met Dr. Callahan? Not formally, though. I introduced myself when he and his aunt, Miss Callahan, arrived. Of course, we would not expect guests to work while they stay with us, but it's reassuring to have a doctor on the premises. And about his aunt? I do. She's local, after all. Was she not so against the whole thing, she might have gotten the job to host the seance herself, which would certainly have been more affordable. Miss Quinn? For fashion, she introduced herself upon asking for more writing paper. I believe she is most frequently found in the library, and that would be all I am willing to discuss about the young lady. What about the pervert? Miss Coventry? Some. He makes no efforts to hide it. Also, it feels it's okay to say that he is new to this kind of event. I deposited some books on the matter in his room. I hope they are of use. The kid? Sure, we'll talk about the kid. Am I to believe there's a young Master Blake? It's not my place to discuss the Blake family, Mr. Ward, but Marquess Blake does have a son, yes. Address any further questions about him to the Marquess himself. Talking about Master of the House. Manor opened as a hotel in 1870, yada yada yada. This is not really helping me any, is it?
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
Was there a tie between Quarantine Quinn and Miss Barbosa? I think she was doing some research. Maybe if we ask her about Barbosa, we might be able to get a link to names. What else have I missed? Definitely missed something. Feels like it's a key ingredient. Do you mind if I disturb you?
Hello, Mr. Ward.
Right. Done most of those bits and pieces. Analysis. Alright, people. Let's talk about Miss Barbosa. She was doing research. Cause, no. But I ended up beside her at tea one day, and she is, dare I say, good fun. Over here because of an Irish father or so, she says. Funny how even after they've passed, your family can take you all sorts of places. Nope, that's not giving us a clue to her name then. All the research she did and nothing. Yeah. Generally,
I'll leave you be.
I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and just pass the time, because I don't know what the hell else to do. Like, it doesn't feel like there's any other clues around. We might have to just do this and then dial back the clock if all of a sudden we go, aha! But I don't think even the next hour there's anything we can do. I think we have to skip to the dinner. Alright, find me one of those egg timers. Like so. Wait until the next hour. The bar's closing. And I'm going to do it again. I genuinely don't have any ideas. Right. Dinner.
Mr. Ward, will you be joined?
Yes. Because we were going to be slipped the... Hang a second.
Of course.
We'll find out where...
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
Where is... the little old lady? Where is... Caitlin? Joyce. She's in Servants' Hall. Okay. How am I getting down to the basement? Over here. Creepy much. This dormitory, Servants' Hall was here and then along here? Servants' Hall. It's locked, right? Most of the staff are in here. It's like they're preparing for something. The staff go ahead to look around. I don't think I have to be cautious as before. Does this mean she's already put the key by the trolley? She said she was going to slip it to me, didn't she? Very specific type of key. Yeah, she was going to slip it to me. But was that at the dinner? Okay. I guess we go to the dinner then. It's a set piece, isn't it? So I guess we have to go. And then Caitlin is going to come and give us a nudge. Generally feels like I'm heading for a failure state because I haven't done everything.
A reminder, sir, no talking, please. Unless you'd like to upset our guests. And they're unnerved by staring, so none of that. Secondly, there will be no staff. We'll be having our own meal in the servants' hall. Though, of course, your food has already been prepared. Thirdly, I've been told to impress upon you that this is a deeply spiritual event. If you feel the need to leave, that's fine, but don't disturb anyone. That should be all, if you'll allow me to show you to your seat.
couldn't talk to. Are we dialing it back to one of the previous saves prior to rolling the clock forward an hour and a half, essentially? Because we have to try and eliminate everybody. I'm kind of tempted to. Let's have a look. Records. Family provider, yes. So we've already done that. Okay, we got an hour and a half again. We still need to solve these final mysteries. Because we're not getting anything over there. So we still do need this, this, and this. And these two. But what are our triggers? I don't know. Where can we go? What can we look for? Where's there going to be papers hidden? Like I said, if we can find those letters, I think we can do Rory's. But... where? Where the hell is the missing correspondence? Find correspondence. Spoken to you. Letter from Miss Dean. We found that. It's screwed up in the bin. It's in direct communication with Miss Dean regarding mentorship in the mystic arts. I should search the manor for any further correspondence that might have been hidden. But where? Saves? Well, actually, there are two saves. We've looked in them both. There was the one in the stables, which we got and went into, and then there's the one in the manager's office. There's lockers, but we don't have any keys for those. We have a screwdriver. Can't just pop all the locks. It's a criminal investigation. It's very important we find this stuff. He's in room 10. Theoretically, then he should have a key, locker key for room 10. Maybe. Right. Yes, this is the men's, isn't it? This goes... how many to 32? Okay, so 16 in each. Yeah, just a bunch of towels. It's not helpful. Genuinely, anybody, any ideas? I am genuinely asking chat now. I'm stuck. Like, I'm willing to take hints. If you've played before, or if you just have an idea. Like, genuinely, I'm stuck for ideas. We need to find correspondence. We've checked his room, we checked his aunt's room, We've checked the manager's office. We've checked pigeonholes. We've checked Dean's room. We've checked anybody else connected to them. We did torn up letter stuff. To be tutored. Rejected and ripped up to pieces. Also, apparently I'm just going to have to stab the young master with a stick of wood. Stake straight through the heart. We've not seen any yew wood, have we? There's not a nice yew tree somewhere. Correspondence. Letter from Miss Montavani to Mrs. Joyce. Lunch invite. Master Scarrett, no. Esteem, medical notes. Found whilst exploring Dr. Callahan's room. His assessment of Miss Montavani. It's not the correspondence we're after. For all his accomplishments, he's still a wee pup with you. He'd follow you to the ends of the earth. He knocks off his Bartholomews, Old Hospital. Seriously. Okay. Correspondence with Miss Dupree. The master keys, which are all sorted now because we've got every key in the place. The schedules, discarded note. Left it handy for mass on Sunday. No, that was just a clue to where it was in the drawing room. Forged letter. Coat note. Distinct artery in the basement of the East Tower. Wait, what was that? Oh no, is this the buried people in the walls? Yeah, because it's alongside all of that. Okay. Where the hell are these other notes? These are the correspondence. See doorways. Really is nothing here that's helpful. Where the hell would we be looking? Who else could we talk to? I think we've got the dialogue for most people as well. This is frustrating me now. There's something that isn't clicking. No, I just want to try and get in. Is there anything else hidden in here? We looked into the rug. Taps. Nightstands. We got all our observations. Creaky floorboards, we've already been through that. Are we going to have to resort to looking it up? Because I clearly missed something along these lines, and I have no idea what it could be. We're going to have to, aren't we? Alright. We're giving in. Okay. Search his room. So yes, we got the thing in the bin. We've done all the observations on him. Key. Symbols, that. Mistine's journal, go through the bathhouse, ladies change room, there's a suspect locker 11. Didn't we already get that letter? Okay. I'm sure we went in and got that letter because it was like blackmail material type thing, wasn't it? It wasn't specifically for Dr. Callahan. I thought it was Skerrit? Okay, so is that our missing thing? And then the note, yes, we're done. Okay. I guess that might be what we're missing. Okay. To the bathhouse then, I guess? Which is the quickest way. We want to go downstairs, don't we? I'm sure we've already got this bit. We found the key, we went into the locker. Okay, double check. We're being thorough, I guess. Number 11 is open, yeah. Wait, no, we looked at these. Letter from Dr. Callahan. Seems to be part of a longer conversation. Seems to be offering to meet her and teach her son Irish magic, despite some warning or refusal from Fia. Unless it was a stack of them and I only got like the top one and I didn't see it clickable again. Some rigid in her ways. She won't be persuaded on this. She prioritizes safety over progress, protection above any sort of advancement. You want recognition? Of course you do. I swear you shall have it, my aunt. Might not understand that, Evelyn, but I promise I do. Might not be who you asked for, but I know the tradition in and out, and I think we could help each other. Consider it. I guess there was. I guess it was a stack of them. I only ever got the top page, and there's our hypothesis. All right, journal page. Missing page from... and it's... okay, there's her stuff. Sacrificed her friendship with Miss Quinn to gain access to some text. Understandably, Miss Quinn was not thrilled with this. Alright, anything else? Was that it? Okay, right, we can do hypothesis. Perfect. This is what we were missing. Okay, good. Right. Make hypothesis. Rory Callahan's goal is to... reclaim his... I guess escape his aunt's shadow by proving his modern techniques, I guess that could be it, are better? Valid? I guess valid. Okay, that works.
Dr. Callahan wants to prove that the modern magical techniques are as valid as Fia's old ones. I should find and confront him about this.
Okie doke. Also, with the missing page and Corotine, can we do something with her as well? We got more things here. Profile, fine body of water. Discussable with. Okay, that might give us something. Okay. Where is she right now? She is... CCC... You are scrying at the moment. Okay, that's perfect. We can do him, go over to the maze, do the well. We can do her there as well. Yeah, okay. Multiple birds, one stone. Okay. He was still in the bar at this point, right? Alright. I think we can do this now. Oh, we could at least maybe knock 2, maybe 3 people off? Does sound like I'm about to bump them off, but... Alright, confrontation time. J'accuse.
Mr. Ward.
Your goal is to escape your aunt's shadow by proving your modern techniques are valid.
A thing that I would say really shouldn't need proving. It probably seems ridiculous to you, Mr. Ward, being so focused on getting her to recognize me.
No. My older brother, he always overshadowed me. I began to take risks at work. It was an effort to be seen, and in the end, it cost me dearly. It cost him dearly.
I rushed into the fire. He came in to rescue me and died.
Then maybe you can help. Has to be a way to prove to Fia that I'm not a child anymore. I've learned her ways, and I'm not as good at them as she is, yes, but I've gained new knowledge she doesn't have. I've forged my own path, and I am her peer. If not now, then when? Take my research. Maybe she'll listen to you. Maybe there's another way to convince her. I no longer see a way forward, but I haven't entirely given up hope.
Please give me a bag of stuff. Dr. Callahan's components! Thank Christ. Alright, okay. We have the new materials. Okay, right. Over to the maze. Chat with Miss Quinn. And then we shall see if there's anything we can do with her once we've prodded that. Maybe our source of water and all that kind of thing. Maybe that gives us a new lead. If not, at least we can do the well. And if we can cleanse the well, maybe that's the source of water. But there's something about a bath on the first floor. Best I can guess. I don't think any of the rooms had a bath. All because I only took the first thing off the her safe deposit box. God damn it, that's annoying. Alright. Let's just have a quick chat with you.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
Right. We have a new piece of evidence. Missing pages. I gather you and Miss Dean had a falling out of sorts? I suppose that is a way to describe it. I do not make friends easily, Mr. Ward. I have a great deal of responsibilities. I'm left with little time for socializing. Evelyn came to me for help deciphering a grimoire, an ancient tome of spells, that being my specialty. I liked her. She was curious and sharp, and she was exciting to be around. Chaotic, which was a nice break from how ordered the rest of my life was. We fast became friends. Then one of her friends in the order showed up, and suffice who had or claimed to have an original copy of the Pictrix with annotations not copied into the later editions. She had to see it, and of course, and all she needed to do was steal some of my books as payment. And denounce me publicly too, though I still don't understand the why of that. Stop me coming after her, I suppose? I couldn't, though. I was heartbroken. I washed my hands of it all and returned to my work. It would have been wiser to stick to my books in the first place. Okay, that doesn't point us towards a body of water. Great. Okay. Yeah. Spoke about that. Alright, well, we can at least do the well.
Farewell.
Alright. Please, 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 perform ritual. Should bring the Callahans here. They need to be part of this. Well, one's here.
So, why did you bring us both here, Mr. Ward? I have work to attend to.
You were drinking in the bar.
Your ritual isn't working because you are divided. Times are changing, Miss Callahan. The land is changing. And to protect them, you might need to be open to change too.
Rubbish! Go on then. Let's get this over with.
Iodine. Arm of a cactus. Argon, there you go. Reddish liquid. Venomous fang. Okay, so there's our metal fang and argon. Yes, perfect. Alright, dash of venom. There you go. Venomous fang. Blue metal. Bark of the tree known as yew. Which was... Where'd the yew tree thing? I'm sure it was on this side, right? Branch of yew, there you go. Argon. Wax. And flax. All ingredients added. Apparently I've turned the well into a geyser. Alright, alright, alright.
We did it. We did it.
You're right. We did.
Together.
I'm sorry, Rory. I've been too hard on your ways. Too hard on you. I wanted the old way to be the only way. Maybe because I am the old way. Maybe I'm not ready to hand over the role yet. But now I know that when I do, you're ready for it.
Thank you, Fia. That means a lot. Now, what was that green glow?
I'm not sure, but I feel the better for it. Reinvigorated. Whatever that lot have planned for this seance, I feel ready for them.
Are they protected by nature now?
I feel like we're ready for them. You'll join me, won't you?
I'd be honored to, Aunt.
Miss Callahan will be protected at the seance. And will be protected. Okay, right. 2 ticks. 2 more people. Yeah, so that's Cathal and O'Meara. Yeah, Cathal, O'Meara and her. Right. Body of water and what was his thing? His thing was... Thunk, thunk. Yeah. Room 16. What have we learnt of you? 13 of 18. There's something else. We don't even know what we're looking for. So it's not saying like correspondence. Yeah, we've done all discussion bits. That got us into the safe. Evelyn, the canopic jar things. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to dissuade him. It's still saying investigate that. But I have. And you, it's this water, isn't it? Profile. The water. Body of water. I can use the bathtub in ladies. On the... That's got to be first floor, right? That's got to be... Do we ever get your shoe size? No, I guess not. That's purely looking at their feet, their shoes in their personal residence. And considering his is behind the locked door, well, presently locked door. In the future, it's unlocked and creepy. Miss Barbosa. I guess you could be the other one I'm supposed to tick off the list. And you, and then I've no idea about you and Coventry. But you're tied to talking with Blake, so that's not relevant. Alright. How do we find out? Learn the name. Learn Shay's real name. Feels like a paperwork thing. Paper trail would say the library, but we've fully checked that out. There's all the busts and paintings around the place. Could be one of those. Doesn't seem right, though. How many 6 of 12. There's a lot more info to gather from her. Done all the speaking we could to you. So it is a physical clue we've got to find. And I've got 20 minutes before I need to clock off. Alright, back to cheating, I guess. Okay, there is a bath somewhere, according to this. Ladies WC above Mr. Finn's room on the map. Okay. Where's... I thought he was off on his own, wasn't he? Okay. We go back. And I was looking for shape, but it led me to there. So those two are connected, it seems. I guess... O'Finn's was... Where are you? Where was O'Finn again? Ladies WC there. Okay, so I was looking at the WC tip. Okay, specifically in here. That's why. It's on that side. Right. I'll speak to you again shortly. We're going to go find a bathroom. Have to have been in there before. But I just got turned around, apparently. Which this game is really good about doing. Come on. Alright. Back inside. Find the toilet. Might as well get upstairs here. Pop on over here. So in theory, it should be two. All right. Ladies, there you go. So there is a bathtub, and we can use it for rituals. Okay. We're just doing some crisscrossing. Okay. Running out of space on the mouse mat. Apparently the bathtub's full of ghosts. Drowned ghosts? What is all this? Is she trying to summon somebody? Something? We have hypothesis. It's the fetters again. Okay. Hypothesizing. Wrong person. We need you. Summon him. Right. Quarantine Queen's goal is to summon? Perform a summoning ritual to remove the family curse. Quinn family from the Oh, remove the curse from the Quinn family. That's obvious. I know what happened here. Okay.
Miss Quinn wants to lift the curse on her family. I should find and confront her about this.
Alright, well, we know where she is. Back outside we go. That's another one ticked off the list then. And then Miss Barbosa. Oh good, that says here. Wish I could just like... I want to go outside. Fast travel. Just having to navigate. Right, upstairs, downstairs. Wow. Okay. Also having to navigate the maze as well. At least, like, now I've kind of got it down pat. I kind of know the routes specifically to the well. We've gone so many times before, right? Alright, confrontation time.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
It's been fine. What about yourself? Done any rituals of recent?
You figured that out, did you? Why I'm nose deep in all these godforsaken books. You're right, of course. I will... Well, you have a look about you that says I don't have to plead the veracity of my case. Is that right? Oh, thank God. That's what all my work is about. I'm trying to lift the curse before it kills the last of us. But just our luck, I've reached a dead end. After everything. All this work, all this death, it couldn't just be simple. God forbid. God forbid I actually manage it. I have it, you know. The name of the woman who cursed my family. Biddy Eve O'Connor. And if I could only speak to her, I might be able to appease her. But there are too many spirits with her name. And without some item from her, I just cannot reach her. And I can't see what else I could do about it. I will keep trying, of course. But I think my fate is sealed. Mine and my little sister's. We'll all die like the rest of my family because of the cruelty of my ancestors. Bastards. All of them. And that's that. What else is there to say about it? I don't want to talk about this any longer. But, look, take this. If you...
Alright. A kind of family research. Right. We have had to cheat, though, JC. We've reverted to checking the internet. Because we were missing a piece of paper. It was hidden in the lockers because I only looked at the top of a box. Apparently there was more stuff in there. And this, we completely forgot where there was a bathroom. Right. She's looking to perform the ritual that will break the curse. She is in need of something that belongs to a woman, Eve O'Connor, who was the first laid the curse. She has asked you to try and help her find it. So I guess I've got to ask O'Connor family research, her and Miss Barbosa. Okay. Right, well, I shall ask you a question about this research.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
What do you know? We've done some quite extensive research on the O'Connors, Miss Quinn. Well, yes, this is not something I am doing by halves. After all, there's just about every record I could possibly need in those papers. Plus a lot of magical notes. You can probably ignore those. That bit I have sorted out. They're mostly in shorthand anyway. Alright. What was the other thing? The actual ritual. Go on then. Get some information on the ritual. So, Miss Quinn, the summoning ritual? Accidentally found yourself in the ladies' bathroom, did you? I should have cleaned up, of course. It's just so bloody frustrating. I need a moment. I'm so close, but yet. Anyway, you need not concern yourself. I will clean my components before another lost soul finds it.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
Alright, well, I guess we need to speak to Miss Barbosa. But last I saw, she was like locked in her bedroom. Can I go in? I feel like knocking on the door, I might be able to. But I don't think we're allowed to knock on the doors. But I'm eager to get this done. I mean, we could push the hour and she might move. We'd still have time enough. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Let's hurry over there. We'll throw a quick cheeky save in before we bust down the door, because, like, going into rooms where we weren't supposed to did get us kicked out of the hotel. So yeah, when you inevitably play it, you said it's the next game up in a few weeks' time, right, JC? When it comes to searching the lockers in the locker room, thoroughly go through everything. My mistake was I only kind of clicked on it once. So, noted. There you go. Click all the things, yeah. Right, I think she was in her room. Which was this one, right? Yes. Right, I'm gonna throw a cheeky save in. Might as well just do a quick save, doesn't matter. Can we go in? Is she gonna kick us out? Miss Barbosa, I need to have a word.
What the?
Miss...
No. There are enough strange things. I will be informing the manager.
Okay, that's just an immediate game over. Right. We have to wait the the 13 minutes. Yeah, alright. Because there's not an option to knock on the door. That's the problem. So, can't do anything else there until time passes. We can pass the time right here. Is there something else we could do? I cast internet again. What was her thing? Right. Records. We did the slidey box puzzle. Look for burial record and journal. Journal helps you with another mystery. Telegram for Miss Barbosa. I've already done that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I guess those two are tied so closely together. So yeah, this is why we have not been able to make any progress with her, because her and Quarantine Quinn are tied together. We'll check the Telegram room. So this is it, like, because some of the characters, kind of the way they're solved, are tied to each other. Does mean if you get stuck with one, you're kind of stuck with a couple of characters. Right. Yeah. There's a piece of paper there, which we picked up and we did definitely give to her. So yeah, we'd fully done this. So yeah, we just need to pass the time. Hopefully she moves. If she stays in her bedroom until dinner, we're fucked. Do we know where she's going to be afterwards? Miss Barbosa. Barbosa. She's going to be in telegraph room next. Okay, in which case, is there a way to pass time right here? No, I need a hourglass. Unfortunately, there's not one around here. Okay. Is there one in the atrium, or is it just upstairs? No. Okay, right. Let's just stare at this hourglass for 13 minutes. The bar is closing. Last orders at 7 o'clock. That feels bad. Like, last orders has to be 11. Come on. Time, gentlemen, please. Right, what are you doing there? Yes. To the lobby. Right. Need to chat with you. And... let's see. Can resolve a few things. And we're certainly not finishing it today. We're very close to, but I have to finish in like 3 minutes. Unless we can power through stuff. Here you are. Okay, right. I need to talk to you about the O'Connors. Yes. Are you aware of the O'Connors?
Well, I thought this might be useful to you, miss. It's research of the O'Connor family. I notice it bears the same crest as your brooch.
What? But this is... there's so much detail here. Where did you get this?
It's Miss Quinn's work. She's been researching the O'Connor family for a ritual she wants to conduct. The woman she's focused on, a Biddy Eve O'Connor, had a son who emigrated. I was hoping you would check the date of his departure against that of your father.
Yes, they line up. But his name is Seamus O'Connor, not Shay.
Oh, and a spin from Dim. Hello. Oh, there's a contract. Let me put that on my list. Though, as I said, this isn't going to be for tomorrow, as tomorrow is the Christmas party, and we get to play some games together. But that is on the list, ready for next time.
Hang on, I can't believe I didn't make the connection before now. But Shay is often used as a shorthand for Seamus.
You've been lurking for days while you got ready for Christmas. I'm not doing too badly. Now we're actually ticking some things off the list. We've been so frustrated today, but we're ticking things off the list now.
I have been looking for the wrong name?
It is possible. Or we may have the wrong man altogether.
There's only one way to be sure.
So, this doesn't mean...
No, it does not. But Miss Quinn says her ritual is a matter of life and death, and that she requires an item from that family. Which, it turns out, may be your family. So, do you think she might borrow that brooch of yours for her purpose? If she is right, it would not only help her, but also confirm we have the right man.
Then how can I refuse? Come, let us find the Queen woman.
I have no idea where she was, but this way we at least track her down naturally. Right, back to the bathroom.
This could well save the lives of the last people that truly matter to me.
I do not understand how being in a bathroom with two strangers is helping, but I'm eager to learn.
And I appreciate it. All right. One more time.
Give it a moment. Like I said, I was supposed to be finishing at 6, i.e. now, but let's at least get this ritual out of the way and hopefully save these two people. Of course, yeah, we had the takeover earlier, didn't we?
Hear me, Biddy Eve O'Connor. I call you from beyond the grave.
Number 8.
Hear me, child of the family you damned.
All right, sorry. I was feeling a little sorry, Quarantine. Sorry, I was going to say Caroline again.
So that we may bury all this grief.
Santo Cristo. Fantasma.
Are you Biddy Eve O'Connor? The same Biddy Eve O'Connor that cursed Fionn Quinn and his descendants? Good. My name is Quarantine Quinn. I am of the 3rd generation of the Quinn family since Fionn Quinn, and now one of the 3 of us that remain. It is myself and my 2 sisters. The people that wronged you, and they did wrong you, I will not deny it. They're long since dead by your curse. My ancestors sinned against you, but we did not. For the sake of my life, for my dear sisters' lives, I implore you to release us from your curse. Would you consider this? Now the man who hurt you so is dead. Excellent. All right. Let me think. Do you require your bones to be laid to rest?
Nope.
What does that mean?
That's a no.
If too many candles blow out, the ritual will be over, spent, and I will have lost my chance. My family will be doomed.
Oh,
Do you have some unfinished business here that I could see to on your behalf?
how many candles are too many?
I'm guessing that last one.
I don't know, but I don't like the chances. The spell is already failing. I don't think it will survive another wrong question, another extinguished candle.
What did your ancestors do to deserve all this?
They betrayed their fellow Catholics to the crown, and then they took the land. Oh, maybe, Biddy O'Connor, you would have me relinquish my claim on that land, the money from it.
Take that as a yes.
Oh, why didn't I see it? Miss Barbosa, Inez, would you accept the Quinn lands and the money we made from it?
What?
It was ill-got. It shouldn't be ours. And if it will satisfy Biddy O'Connor for her descendant to have it, will you take it? Please.
You are serious?
Deadly.
Yes. I will accept it.
Biddy Eve O'Connor, from the bottom of my heart, I offer you my deepest apologies for all the wrong done to you. And my promise, the Quinn fortune will go to Inez Barbosa. She can do with it as she likes. I will relinquish every acre and every penny of it immediately. This I swear to you on my honor and my life. And if that's all that need be said, then I bid you goodbye, Biddy O'Connor, and thank you. May you rest in peace. Come, Miss Barbosa. We'll go to the telegraph room and send word to my lawyers so they can get the paperwork in order.
Lead the way, I suppose.
You'll be needed too, Mr. Ward. To witness. Come along, would you?
Like I said, randomly walking around and talking to people takes ages. That entire ritual and handing over property and that to somebody takes a single minute.
And for her to be my grandmother.
Yes. I am sure it is a lot to take in. But look, that hardly matters now. I'm going to write to my solicitor and have him prepare everything for you. All we will need then is to get the deeds to you. Now, you sign here to prove you accepted them. Then you here, Mr. Ward, as witness.
So you are serious? It was not a lie to trick the spirit.
Well, completely and utterly serious, Miss Barbosa. One does not trick ghosts and come off the better for it.
Inês. Just call me Inês. All this? It's hard to comprehend.
Well, you have the rest of your life to get your head around it, Inez. And now, so do I. And if I am to call you that, then you must call me Quarantine. I've always hated Miss Quinn.
If you say so, Quarantine. Plenty of time to get familiar now, yes?
Also, I mean, I don't suppose I could stay for a while. I am now homeless.
Isn't there just? But you know, I think I am done with summoning the damned. I'm going to skip the seance and do something I've not done for some time. Think about the future.
Very good. And I now have my father's real name. Seamus O'Connor. As much as I value the lands and wealth, that is the real treasure in all of this.
No longer attending the seance. Quinn has removed a generational curse from her family by returning the lands and wealth. Ding! Also, there was a hypothesis bubble above. Okay, I think I can hypothesize and maybe... Well, it's not really a confrontation, is it? But, sure, let's have a look. Can we do this very, very quickly? It feels like we should be able to, right? Because if we can get her to not attend the seance, we should be good. Goal is to reconnect. No? Name in her connect name in her old life, father's homeland. Now that her new life, O'Connor family. I think, no, that's going to be start a new life in her father's homeland now that her old life has gone up in flames. That makes the most sense, right? What if? I know what happened here! Yeah.
Miss Barbosa came here to outrun her criminal records and start a new life in her father's homeland. I should find and confront her about this.
Ding.
Well, yes, that's about it. And I think that appears to be going well for me, yes? Still, I have learned much about the summoning of ghosts, and I have my father's name now. Do you think I could see him somehow?
Oh, the spirit camera. Right, where the hell's Rory gone? God, we've got to go track him down again. He's probably... No, the bar might actually be closed now. Fuck. Rory, where are you? He's in the bar. He is in the bar. Okay, good. But we can still make this happen. It's 6:10. We can still make this happen. Definitely has his camera with him. Running through the hotel takes no time. Talking to people, about a minute. Taking photos, going into their room, all that. That takes no time either. Just this mad Irishman running around the hotel. See, it's still only 7:01. Quick, the bar's closing. We just need to line up the shots on the bar. Right, we need to maybe borrow that camera of yours.
What can I...
Father's ghost.
Miss Barbosa is after a photograph of her late father. Do you know how I might be able to get something like that?
You're looking for spirit photography there. And it just so happens, I might well be able to help you. I will need her father's name to summon him for the photograph.
I have it already. His name was Seamus Shea O'Connor.
Seamus O'Connor? All right then. Why don't we find Miss Barbosa and go get set up?
Get this camera set up. I'm going to need a wider lens. There's too many Seamus O'Connors in here. In Ireland? Let's face it. There's going to be a lot of Seamus O'Connors.
Now, you need to hold still. Very still, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
I think it turned out quite well. How do you like it?
I love it.
It's generally understood that the clearer an image one attains, and the closer the spirit is to the subject, the more present they are. Which is to say, your father seems to be watching over you.
Oh, thank you for this. Really.
You're most welcome, Miss Barbosa.
She no longer attending the seance now that she has a picture of her dad?
I'll develop another copy for you, just in case something happens to the first one.
You don't have to do that.
Nonsense. It's no trouble. I'll get it to you just as soon as I'm able. Your father's name, I take it he was Irish?
He was. That's how I came to be here.
And how do you find it now you're here?
It would be hard to explain how much this magic house has done for me this day. And now that I have this image, I feel no desire to attend this seance. What a strange relief that gives me.
Ding! Is that our last segment? No, there's one more person. Oh, okay. It's the Cathal O'Meara, then, isn't it? He's the only one unaccounted for. And we've got 58 minutes to save his life.